Hey there! Thank you for joining me in another episode of our RIMWORLD Brutality series. In a previous episode, we were raided by a 95-year-old grandma, and after that, we had a raider named Smarty who had an intellectual level of 1. So, besides that, we have been moving more and more of our storage inside. We dug out the kitchen and the butcher room. This will be a little dining room. And that's the plan of this episode as well, to move more and more stuff inside because it's easier to control, especially temperature-wise. And this will free this area up for possibly some farm fields, things like that. We'll see how it goes. So I was looking around a little bit here, and we can craft flak armor. The problem is that it needs components. Also plasteel, which we don't have at the moment, but also components. We only have 9 at the moment, so that is a very, very short supply. So I'll have to keep an eye on that for future reference, but because we do want to get our melee tunes beefed up with some flak armor, of course. So we're going to start working on the dining room here. Put a table down, a couple of chairs, get some light going. That's a good table. What is Mutt's skill at either way? 16. I should be doing better than good. But we'll get there. Chunks. Oh, that is really very good, because that is some compact machinery, some components that we can get there. Also in the previous episode, I started upgrading our snake trap, put some more traps in here. We had that weird moment where a grizzly bear actually walked through all the traps here, came through, without taking any damage. It's probably the first time I've seen a grizzly nimble his way over 8 traps, but it did happen. Very, very surprising. So I started digging out this area. What I want to do here is create a crafting room, kind of a big one, so I can put a lot of stuff in there, so that they can craft like the tailoring and the smithy and that kind of stuff. Looks like we have some visitors. A group. I don't think they have anything to trade. No. A masterwork. Mod has created a wooden dining chair masterwork. Great. Building a little poker table here, chess table. So this is a nice little dining room slash rack room where people can then eat and recreate. Alright, our little dining room slash rack room is ready. It's very impressive. Quite spacious, beautiful, clean, and somewhat rich. So I'm going to remove these tables, because they have the tendency to actually pick up the food and sit over here to eat. This is actually an excellent chair, so I'll reinstall that one here. This is good, deconstruct. Table is good, deconstruct. I'll still leave this old dining room over here for now, in case they're doing some field work out here and they want to sit down somewhere. This has a little table in it, a little chess table for recreation, so they don't have to run all the way inside. I'm actually going to build some shelves from granite, because we have so much granite laying around, I might as well use it. Wood is more precious right now to me. So. Okay, and we're going to put some apparel on there. Go. Alright, time to clean this mess up here. We have a quest available, selling to White Ocean. Let's see what they need. 16 short bows of normal or better quality. What do we get? A recon helmet plus steel. It's very interesting. Alright, so we had a boom rat that's self-tamed. Pretty much a useless animal. They don't produce anything. They're not like a boomalope that produces, for example, camp fuel, or you can't shave it or shear it or whatever you want to call it. So there's nothing going on with an animal. It just eats food. The only thing you can potentially do is, it's a nice little trick. You can create a zone, because the animal is assigned to a zone. It's not in a pen, so what you can do is you can create a little zone. I create a little zone called trap here. And then you can assign it to the trap zone. It will then run over here and stand in that zone until you basically tell it that it's allowed to exceed. There it comes. So anybody that raids right now, as far as I know, they have to beat their way through this boom rat to get into this snake trap. So they would actually kill the boom rat, and it would, upon which it explodes and set everything on fire here. Production has been moved over here. So what I can do right now is actually speed up the production, put down some tool cabinets. So every single workbench can use up to 2 tool cabinets. So if I put them here, these 2 reach the whole room. Perfect. So that will speed up the production whenever we need to produce anything. That chair is not positioned in the right way. Let's do it that way. We have a raid. Let's see what we're dealing with. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Okay. Well, it's already 4 people, looks like. Yeah, 4 people. Let's see. We have Davies. Can actually run this. Age 35. Autistic, underground, very neurotic. Cannot do dumb labor. Not really interested in him. Zavorina. Oh. It's a cannibal. It's a cannibal. That was fun to have. Then we have Johnson. Age 18. Psychically dull. That is pretty good, actually. Do we have anything that we can do with her? I mean, she's still young, so this can really be pumped up here. That wouldn't be too bad. And then we have Ishabot. Age 44. Construction good. A jogger but depressive. He cannot firefight. Medical tendo. I would really have to see what if we have a chance at recruiting. I don't know. I don't think anybody was unwaveringly loyal at this point, are they? No, okay. Keep an eye on that. Let me assign the boom rat to the trap. I want to see if they actually would, by any chance, come in here, kill that boom rat and blow up. I'll deal with the fire. Okay, so that's done. I'm moving this little rec room over here. I'm planning to dismantle this whole wooden structure here. Eventually put the prisons inside as well. They are attacking. Let's actually see if they, by any chance, come through this area here. That would be fun. Here they come. That person is really fast over there. I think they're going for it. Oh, they don't have to attack the boom rat at all. Learn something new. I thought you had to hit the boom rat to get through. But, oh, because it was sleeping, I guess. Ah, this is fun. Oh, it's gonna blow up without. Okay. I should really have assigned him to safety dance, because now that he's got a debuff because he saw a corpse. Lock that up. The EVs is age 35. Yeah, we'll let him go. It's fine. Looks like some people hooked up. Baboon flirted with Mud. By comparing him to a golden valley, Mud responded well and is now Baboon's lover. Great. Well, we have already a married couple, so... Well, time to build a double bed, I guess. Just do it here for now. Mud. Let's work on that. Alright, I'm going to be digging out some bedrooms here. First I will use them for the prisoners, so I can demolish this structure, get this all cleaned up, and put some of our farm fields over here, because it's too much of a walk. It just takes forever, this. Even though the soil is way more fertile over there, we'll just have to deal with it. Put them over here. Got a couple of cargo bots, let's have a look. Oh, good medicine. That is good. Dog's buddy. Oh, they're already picking it up. Perfect. Look at them go. So I did move the prison beds in here. It's not pretty yet, but there are 2 cells, so I can actually dismantle this piece here. Let's make sure that we first, again, remove the roof. the Thrombo is still on the map, and I wonder if something, quote-unquote, glitched out, because normally they come and go together, but one of them left. But this one was wounded, and I think it was recuperating, and that's why it didn't leave the map yet. So I wonder how long this Thrombo is going to be here, because maybe at some point we'll get inspired taming, and we might be able to get that Thrombo tamed. Be kind of nice, but I'll just keep an eye on this. Until then, that Thrombo is going to be stepping and stomping on all my traps, of course. So I did move the research bench here, and the free space I actually am using here for 2 stockpile zones. And what I've done is I changed this to only granite chunk and then important, and this one is only slate chunk and important, because this is where the stone block crafting is happening. So that basically means that they will first of all dump all the chunks in these 2 zones, because we have mostly slate and granite on this zone. See, here they go. And then she doesn't have to walk that far, so she can literally craft really, really fast. If these zones are full, then it goes to the main zone here. But yeah, this can be very, very helpful and speed efficient. We have the possibility of doing a quest called the Diplomacy. He wants to talk with us in a nearby location. I don't care about that. No peace. No prisoners. So I'm making the animal pen a little bit bigger. What I plan on doing is actually growing some hay grass here and some trees. Might as well use that area either way. Now what I also will do is actually put the field away from the door, the gate, because sometimes when they harvest they will accidentally drop it on the gate and the gate stays open and the animals will run off. So I kind of keep a little bit of a distance here, but yeah, I think this is a good spot to grow some hay and some trees. Okay, let's use this to grow some hay grass. And then how about some trees? Poplar. There we go. Might as well expand this actually. Put it all the way up. So. What's the nutritional value in this zone? Oh, it's almost enough to actually make this zone quote-unquote self-sufficient. Huh. Surprising. Yeah, it's a little bit of a waste of veggies here, of course. Remember at the beginning of the episode, we only had like 9 components, I think. But we've been finding a lot more compacted steel and also compacted machinery, I should say. So I can't complain in that area. And yes, we've been able to actually move everything inside, except for the stone crafting, which is really better outside to begin with. It's closer to the resources and it doesn't need to be inside. I'm actually going to research some Devil Strand. It's really, really great for clothing. Really tough. I usually give it to my armor beefies, as I call it. Like a button-down t-shirt made from Devil Strand underneath the armor. Now that's interesting. A Boomerlope self-tamed. Because that is very interesting, because they produce chem fuel. So the next project is to build a storage room here for crafted and finished products. This eventually will turn into raw resources, for example like cloth, wood, steel, uranium, silver, you name it. Anything that is crafted, like apparel, components, things like that, I want to put them here. And they will eventually go all the way to the back of the base, because it's not essential for them to have quick access to that, but for example the raw resources, it's really best to have them close to the opening, I think, close to the entrance. But yeah, I can't really commit too much time in digging everything out, because I'm kind of worried that the next raid might be a little bit technologically a threat. We're not really researching very fast, we're taking our sweet time here, but hopefully it will work out. So the bedrooms are almost done. I just need to put some furniture in there, clean the place up. It gives us a little bit more flexibility with regards to prisoners, or if we are able to recruit somebody new. So at least we're good to go for a little while here, so we can focus on other projects. The other thing you have to keep in mind is when your base gets bigger and you're digging more and more out of the mountain, make sure that they have a table available, because they want to eat, and if they're here, they not go all the way up here to eat. They will refuse to do so, so they will stand here eating. Gives them a slight mood debuff. The other thing is recreation. So I should probably build a little room here. I'll put some recreation in here so they can actually play some chess or whatever. Quest. Stash of goodies. Let's have a look. I don't care about this stuff. Psychic suit. I'm not gonna send people away from my base to do that. And the Thrombo is still on the map. I just keep hoping that I get Inspired Taming on the right character. It has to be, I think it's Hayden or Bogal? I think it's Hayden that has skill level 10. And then we can possibly tame that Thrombo. Would be really cool, but we'll see, we'll see. Well, I must say it has been very quiet this episode. I think we have one raid so far. Bowgirl is just relaxing and researching in the middle of the night because she's a night owl. But for the rest, yeah, there's not much going on. I've been able to move everything inside, expand and do more than I actually had hoped for. And yeah, I can't complain here, but I'm just concerned that the next raid might show us that we really need to gear people up because it might be tough, We actually have a first batch of camp fuel right there from a boomaloop. It could be very tricky because I'm growing trees over here and we have that boomaloop in there, so I might actually create a separate pen for him. Ah, there's the raid. Let's see what we're going to be dealing with. It's 3 people. Looks like they have all guns. Great. We have Albina, who's a torturer. Unwaveringly loyal, so we can't do anything with her, but let's have a look. Of course, she can't care. She's not social. Yeah, typical. Then we have another torturer, 69 years old. Not caring, not social. Yeah, we don't... Psychopath. But yeah, we don't need those people. And then we have a 51 Sightseer. I'm not sure what to expect with this. A body modder, that is positive. Because we do plan on doing some body modification with some bionic gear later on. Construction and mining. This might not be bad. A 51-year-old. How about the health? A prosthetic leg. Okay. So he might actually be in a happy mood because of that. Yep. Perfect. We'll have to wait and see. I forgot to actually look to see if they attack immediately. But we'll find out, I guess. They're attacking. Let's have a look. Let me make sure that everybody is assigned properly now. Safety dance. None of them were nimble, so the traps should be doing fine. With a little bit of luck, we might be able to recruit that one person. It wouldn't be too bad, but as I've mentioned before, I don't save and keep reloading until we get him. I don't care enough for that. Somebody is wounded, but I don't think that's the right one, is it? Okay, is it Albina? No, that's actually the unwaveringly loyal one. Well, that's a lot of steel that we're getting here. So, we might have a problem stockpiling there, but that's a lot of steel. Might have to put on some steel walls and steel floors. The raid actually dropped some good gear. We have a bolt action rifle of a good quality here, so Bogel is going to pick that up. Bogel and Mud are our best shooters. I'm not going to pick this up, they have to go through the trap, so... Oh, another boomloop self-tamed. That's a number 2. Let's see if we actually have a female and a male now. No, 2 males. Okay, okay. Well, it's fine. Because it doesn't matter much. I'm pretty sure they... Yeah, they both create milk, camp fuel, even the males. So that is fine. Of course, it would be tempting to use the steel to build the shelves here, but the steel you need later on, the granite, we'll have forever here with this. This whole mountain is almost like granite, so... I'll just use granite instead. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. It wasn't a very exciting session. This might be a shorter episode because not much really happened. We had 2 raids, we had some mad animals, but for the rest, the majority of the episode I was really able to dig further into the mountain. move everything inside except for the stone crafting here. But yeah, we have plenty of storage rooms now. We have a nice rack room and have a nice kitchen and some more bedrooms for whenever we can recruit somebody else. And for the rest, we centralize all the production here. Everything's looking great. We just have to fine-tune a couple of things, especially with storage, because yeah, we have a lot of steel. But yeah, for the rest, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.